Listen up, privates! We're going to talk about frame control today. It's the holiday season. You know what that means, right? Presents, family, stress, anxiety, worry. Oh no. Gotta spend time with that family, right, guys? I don't know. One funny little joke is that you want to know if you're really lying? Really lying? Go hang out with your family. That'll test you. Why is frame control important? And first of all, what is frame control? Frame control is your definition of reality. But more so, that is a good definition of it. Frame control is what you define reality to be. But also, when we talk about socializing, it is your core beliefs about who you are, your core values about who you are. So, for example, if I say I'm a happy person, and then I go and talk to someone, and then we start talking back and forth, and then that person says something that's kind of insulting, they are lowering my frame, or in this case, your frame, or whoever frame. So, for example, let's say I go out there, hey, talking to people is easy, and then I talk to someone and they make fun of me, and then I go home miserable and depressed. That person dropped my state down. They ruined my frame. They challenged my definition and meaning of reality. Also, what I think about myself. The way you kind of win this is not by not letting people dictate to you what you should think and how you should feel. And this gets very tricky when you juggling different types of people, different types of social environments, different types of social structures. For example, like the news, your family, your friends, people down the street, they all have different kind of structures, I guess you can say. And with a strong frame control, you can project yourself with the utmost confidence. You're going to exude confidence. So when you speak, people will love your very presence. A weak frame control is when one, you're not confident in what you say. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust in who you are as a person or what you think. So this is kind of like the newbies when you're still trying to figure life out. With a strong frame control, you can go around and people will just sense something different about you, that this is who you are, this is who I am, this is what I believe, and you can take it or you can leave it. People with weak frame control, they let other people slap them around like a yo-yo. And I don't want to get this again. When we learn concepts like this from a very advanced level, it's very easy to go from one end to the other side of the spectrum, right? So, for example, a lot of guys, so we start learning this concept about frame control, and then we lose flexibility. We lose the ability to adapt because, oh, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to control my frame. But you also need to learn that it's important to be flexible and adaptable. That's a very big thing. And sometimes when people discover frame control, they lose the ability to be flexible. So, I mean, how I am with my friends and family, it might be different than how I am at work, how I am on TV when we're talking, how I am when I'm trying to make a sale. So we have to be very, very flexible because there's different contexts, and you are different in different contexts, and different context will require a different version of who you are. And frame control is very important, especially in this time of the year, because there's a lot of people who's gonna put you down. And it's holiday season. We're supposed to be cheerful. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I was never really a big fan of holidays because it was just a lot of stress associated with it. It was like, oh man, now I have to go see my friends. Now I have to go see my family. Now I have to do this or that. So for me, it was kind of like extra baggage associated with it. Where it was like, oh, I have to do this just because like this is that time of the year again. But I'm a lot older now, and I learned that you kind of just learn to roll with it, and you just accept certain parts of life. And if you don't want to participate in something, just don't participate in it. And that's perfectly fine. Like if you don't want to celebrate the holidays with your friends and family for whatever reason, that's okay. You're a grown adult, right? You can make these choices. But learn that avoid not making a choice out of desperation or scarcity, but I will also say pace yourself. If you feel you're not ready to do something, maybe you're not ready, or maybe you do need to challenge your comfort zone. It's up to you and where you're currently at, and that's a personal choice that you have to make. It's kind of like jumping to the pool, diving deep to the pool, where it's like, I'm scared, but I'm not ready. I should just do it. Should I not do it? And it's one of those situations where it's an individual choice. No one can tell you what you should do or what you should not do. But I will tell you this as a reminder, guys, that try to hold on to who you are, what you are about. If you are someone who's established in who you are, if you are firm in who you are, no one should be able to take that away from you. No one should be able to kind of slap you around like a yo-yo. If you like yourself, you should be able to carry that with you everywhere you go. And nothing that anyone should say should be able to rattle you, shake you off, or offend you, or trigger you, or feel bad. Will it happen? Sure, it's gonna happen. I still get triggered. It happens with me, and I've been studying a lot of these very advanced topics: NLP, hypnosis, frame control, the subconscious, which is really one of the biggest component of self mastery is the subconscious. So even I still get triggered. I'm still always learning something new. Every single day I learn something new. Every single day I'm learning that, what? There's room for growth. And that's part of life, is that there is no end. You're never really a one set done. This is it. This is all done. Even when you get $1 million, there's always room for improvement. And frame control is something that's really cool to have. It's just like test your ability to be confident. Another way we can just kind of simply describe this is, how confident are you? Can you talk to friends, family? Can you talk to strangers? Like, can you talk to a woman or the opposite sex, or if you're a girl, the guy? Can you approach a guy? Can you not? So, for example, if I'm confident, I say I'm confident, and I'm gonna go make a sale to someone down the street, and then I'm like, you know what? Never mind. This is it's too cold outside. I don't want to make a sale. These things are what frame control is about. Well, I said I'm a confident person. Now I came up with an excuse as not to approach someone. Again, this is very advanced, very, very advanced stuff, guys, because sometimes, you know what, these excuses are valid. Sometimes these excuses are not just excuses. Sometimes, you know what, it's cold as hell and I'm not going to the gym today. Maybe I'll just go work out, go work at the house. This is called downgrading. When you downgrade from like your main goal, and then you just shift it to something else, or you downgrade it to something easier. There's nothing wrong with this, honestly. We do this all the time with like traffic, where we're driving, and you know what, this exit is blocked. Let me go this other way. We do that all the time with everything. But it's to say, check in. Where are your weaknesses, and where do you need improvement in? This is frame control. Frame control is very important when it comes to self mastery. That's all I got for you on this one. Check me out, prosperitylife.com, for the best tips and strategies on how to win more in life. And thank you for watching. Until next time.